for tuning into our group's presentation for the toy project. We decided to go with an interactive learning book titled Ella's Learning Adventure, which features a mommy and a baby elephant going on a huge jungle adventure. So what is the learning book? The learning book is an interactive book that children are able to play and learn with. The book consists of feelings such as touch, tilting, shaking, and pushing. There are different elements that this book offers as well, such as learning about colors, learning how to count, while disguising it as learning to make up fun and interactive for the toddlers. Some of the age ranges that we're targeting is between the ages of 2 and 6 for the hands-on and disguised learning. If it had to come with considerations for injury control or a hazardous warning label, I would say that it would be due to the possibility of the movable parts that are within this book and those interactive parts of coming off and possibly becoming a choking hazard. So I just want to put that out there before moving forward. So what are the main purpose of this children's book? Those main purposes go from working together, 1, sharing with other people, 2, and being kind to others, 3. These ideas are exemplified in the book through how the characters interact with one another, as well as how the storyline unfolds, really reiterating these ideas within our book itself. Who is this book intended for, and what does it feature? This book is intended for toddlers with adult supervision. This book features interactive shapes, colors, feelings, and sensory play. When talking about the domains of development that this book stimulates, it goes through a few. 1 being social and emotional, 2 gross motor skills, and 3 cognitive skills. Starting with social and emotional, this is when a child starts to figure out who they are, what they feel, and what to expect when interacting with other children. Throughout the story, we see the mother and the baby elephant going on this adventure throughout the jungle, which we'll get into in the following slides. But through this story, they are meeting other people, they're learning about one another, about feelings, about sharing, about caring, and these are all ways that the social and emotional needs are met. As far as gross motor skills, this talks about movements that involve the entire body and muscles, along with eye and hand coordination. Some examples of this are standing, walking, running, throwing, catching. The way that this is exemplified throughout our book is that this book is very, very hands-on. There's a lot of ability for eye and hand coordination, which I'll talk about with the sound box and the corresponding letters and numbers. There is so many different parts for the child to actually move their hands and move their body with the book as they go through it. As far as cognitive skills, these are core skills that the brain uses, like reading, writing, thinking, paying attention, and remembering. As I mentioned with the sound box, which I'll get more into in a second, this is a great tool for remembering, since on the sound box, the corresponding page goes with the number. They're able to remember these pages, they're reading, they're thinking, they're paying attention as they play with this book in various ways. So moving forward. So just to understand what this book will look like a little more, Ella's Learning Adventure, book will be printed, the book pages will be printed very large on the page with a total of 10 pages. Therefore, the sound box is labeled 1 through 10, with each button corresponding with the page number it illustrates. When the button is pushed, it reads the page that corresponds with the button. Each different page will have something fun for the children to interact with. So understanding what this